What's up, YouTube? I have a 2015 C7 Corvette Stingray here that some of y'all might recognize as Karma C7. And I have it to fix a few paint issues with it. As you can see, the bumper's darker than the fenders. It's got some rock chips across the nose. Right much trash in the paint. It's got dry spray down here from what it looks like where a license plate used to be. Probably some parking lot repair. Also, there's something going on with this fender right here. I don't know if it's a tab broke or what. The bumper feels pretty sturdy. This is probably something with the fender. But I'll figure that out when I get it torn apart. First things first, we've got to get this thing torn down. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. There's a few torques across the top, some in the wheel wells, and about 27 millimeters across the bottom. And we got it out. But the fender, let's see what we got going on here. It looks like some kind of epoxy let go. So we can probably just epoxy that back, get it clamped down, epoxy it back, and I'll be good to go. So that ain't too bad. As far as the rest, we'll finish tearing down the bumper, get the grill out, get the lip off, take the badge off, the weather stripping, anything else, and then we can start repairing it. Alright, so got the bumper torn down, and it's pretty obvious it's been painted before. You see all the rock chips in it, chipped all up. It's got a scuff down here. I'll be fixing that. And all the rock chips across the front. We'll make it look brand new. Now it's time to get it sanded, feather out all the chips, get some primer on it, and get it ready for paint. Let's cut the time lapse. Got all the rock chips feathered out. I found some, it was like a scratch that was half-ass fixed before. Another one right here, so I just sanded it out, feathered it out smooth. Everything feels good. All the rock chips smoothed out. Wiped a little filler here and there. Smoothed out this scuff, so wiped a little bit of filler in there. It's smooth, everything's smooth. Took care of all the rock chips. And now it's ready for primer. The next time you'll see it, it will be in a little bit different scenery because I'm gonna take it to work and I'm gonna prime it in the booth. Alright, as you can see, we're in the booth. Everything's clean, wiped down, and ready for a coat of primer. Just finished up the priming. It's got 3 coats of 2K primer. All the damage smoothed out. Feels smooth. It's dry, or it's flashed off. It takes a few hours for it to cure. We'll get everything back to my shop. We'll probably give it a day or so to let the primer cure before we worry about sanding it and getting it ready for paint. But now we got to get it back to the house. All right, we're back from the booth. So now we're gonna address the fender. I'm gonna use this 100 EZ as a plastic repair. I've got my clamps and I've taped up paint paddles to keep from scratching the paint. And I'll probably also tape up the fender just to make sure I don't scratch the paint. But I can show y'all, get a better look. I've scuffed it up with 80 grit, cleaned it up. It looks like there's only like a small dab of epoxy holding it together, so that makes sense why it turned loose. I'm going to squirt some epoxy back there, and then I'll clamp it together from the backside, and I'm gonna throw the headlight back in there to check my gap to make sure everything's good, and then give it a few hours of cure, and then she'll be good to go. It's the next day. I let the epoxy sit overnight. I wanted to make sure it was good and cured before I pulled the clamps off. Now what I want to do is I want to reinstall the front bumper just to check for fitment to make sure everything still fits properly. And then I'll take it all back apart and then we'll be getting it ready for paint. And she fits perfect. Just what I wanted to see. All right, now we'll snatch it back off and get it ready for paint. All right, we're in the booth. Got the vet bumper in here, wiped down, clean, tacked off, ready for a coat of sealer. Now let's spray some base coat. Wait for the base coat to flash off and do another coat. That's it for base coat. We'll let this flash off. And then we'll wet it up with 2 coats of clear. First coat's tacked up, and she's ready for the second. That's it for the last coat. We're back from the booth. Now we just got to reassemble the bumper, get it back on the C7, and we can finish it up. Man, I feel like that took longer than it should. But check it out. Damn near perfect color match from the fender to the hood to the other fender. Perfect fitment. Everything looks good. I know y'all remember this fender over here. Nice, sturdy. She ain't going nowhere, ain't flopping around no more. Nice smooth transition from the bumper to the fender. Everything looks good. Now I just gotta clean it up, put the Corvette badge back on it, and we'll back it outside and see how she looks. If y'all enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscribe. We already have the next project in the shop. I'll see y'all on the next one.